are the head. You have dominion. And lust is taking men out more than anything else. Look at the media. Look at people who have lost their careers, lost their freedom due to lust. And lust is not just about sexual. Lust can be about money, greed, lust of the flesh, the pride of life. Taking men out, losing legacy. Allowing lust to be your master, your flesh to be your master. You think you got control, you don't. Anytime you think you got it, you must know you don't. There's a humility and understanding that you will always need God, and he will always need to be your crutch, your redeemer. We will never have that much power in this life. You out here sleeping with different women, you don't even know what these women doing to y'all. There's women that are literally doing spells, love spells on men as we speak. There are men that you probably know, they don't even like this woman, but they keep messing with her. Some of them may be under a spell. Thinking about a woman they don't even like. You might be under a spell. All they need is a picture of you, or furthermore, you sleep with them and it's even worse. Now you trying to get rid of a woman you feel so connected to, and it's like kicking a drug habit. Yes, because you've been under a spell. Look at TikTok. There's witch talk right now. There's spell talk. YouTube, there are spells. You can Google love spells. It's not a joke and it's not a game. Why do you think that is, family? The enemy is after legacy. And he knows I just got to dangle the right type of candy in front of that one. I dangle that type of candy. Oh, he definitely going to bite because he always bites. And you just slept with Delilah. We done seen it, haven't we? We've seen a man sleep with a Delilah and lose his career. We've seen it. We've seen men sleep with a Delilah and lose his life. Every time you think you have control, check yourself. You're never that much in control. God is in control. That's why, men, if you are going to sleep around or you're going to sleep with anybody, you better find your wife. Why do you think Paul said that in the New Testament? You think he was just blowing smoke? No, go find your wife. Stop playing. Stop playing. Go find your wife. Like the worst thing in the world is, oh, it doesn't work out. Okay, but some people losing their lives out here dating around, sleeping around. You losing your life. They may want to lose a couple dollars over their life. If that's what you're afraid of, you can make money back, but you can't get time back. There is favor you can't access. There are doors you will not be able to open. I know that as a woman, and you should know that as a man. If God has marriage for you and you have a desire for a woman in your life, meaning if you can't go through a weekend without sleeping with some woman, you have a desire for a woman in your life, just so you know. You can try to eat McDonald's for the rest of your life if you want to, but at some point you gonna want a steak. It does get old. I don't care what man I've ever spoken to. I don't care how committed he has been to the streets. At some point, it gets old. McDonald's will only feed you for so long. Waffle House will only take you so far. At some point, you gonna want a home-cooked meal. At some point, you gonna want, and the thing is, a lot of men, they be like, oh, well, they got this woman that's at their house all the time, they sleeping with, carrying on with, creating families with, but won't marry? What's the point? That's not legacy building. We playing house. We have to understand deception. We have to see through the smoke. This shacking up, casual relationship culture is not God, and it does not build covenant, and it does not build legacy. It just doesn't. It doesn't. And you could pretend all you want. You can turn off this live if you want to. That's fine. But it's the truth. God cannot bless what he did not build. God cannot bless what he did not build. Here's another thing that we talked about. We talked about legacy a lot. Another thing of a strategy that I'm seeing is honestly not allowing men to be men. making certain aspects of masculinity toxic. Now, there are aspects that men have, or even women have, that are toxic, right? There are traits that are toxic. But there are certain things that make men men, that we've demonized, that we've made toxic, narcissists. We've put labels on it, but it's really men being men. I'll give you an example. I've shared with this before. I've said that I like my man saying, hey, I don't like, if you're going to post that. God started convicting me, and I put this on a post about how I was presenting myself, and that whoever he has for me is already watching me. And so me posting certain things irks this man's spirit. Don't know who he is, don't know what he got going on, but apparently certain posts, he's like, nah, I'm not. He must already know who I am. He's like, I don't like that. Homie, don't play that. God, when she with me, she got to stop that, God. When Sam get with me, we got to cut it. And God started dealing with me about it, right? Started already telling me, no, you can't, cut it. And outside of just what that might have represented to that person, I also realize if God has given me a platform, it's not about me getting the glory, it's about him getting the glory. I've got a point. It's not for me to get worship. He should get worship. And a lot of people, when they have platforms or they have people that, admire them, they like being worshiped. We're not meant to be worshiped. We're supposed to get this to give him, because that's what he gave us, this to give it to him. Not for us to get all the glory, us to get all the worship. We are not, as mere mortals, meant to be worshiped. Okay, so I had conviction as well, right? So culture tells men that they're toxic for being masculine, but God designed them to lead with strength and humility. My problem with all of this, family, is, okay, there are aspects of both men and women that are toxic. We're not saying that they're not. But now you got women complaining because men aren't doing what they used to do. Okay, have we as women created an atmosphere for men to be men? You complaining now men don't approach women. Okay, but what did we do to contribute to that problem? Because we are the ones who decided we want to throw our phone out and we want to record people and we want to say they thirsty and we want to screenshot, and we don't want to have no integrity in how we carry ourselves as ladies, to where now men don't feel like they want to do that because, okay, it's one thing you don't like me back, but now you trying to out me for the gram and I'm not with it. So now you're complaining about the very problem you contributed to. So for me, at the end of the day, we can't be mad at what we've created because we've contributed. The enemy has used women to take away certain aspects to create this division. He's used women and used men to create the divisiveness and the disillusionment we have in relationships and marriage. We've contributed. We have to look at that. We have to look at that, and we have to have an honest conversation with ourselves and say, well, do they have a point? And they do. I don't even want to approach. I don't even want to say nothing to nobody because I'm afraid of somebody saying like, oh, Sam is this and Sam is that, screenshot, put a shade room. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Right? So again, a man being protective over his girl is not toxic. Him saying, hey, I don't want you to post that is not toxic. Him saying, hey, are you going to the club in a bikini? That's not going to work for me. That's not him being toxic. You his man, or you're his woman, and you going to the club, you going out and you drinking, and he like, I don't know how I feel about that because I'm not there. What happens if somebody takes advantage of you? That's a man being protective. That's not controlling. We're making men being protective over their woman and having to say about how they women present themselves. Oh, you're trying to control me. That's toxic. No, that's a man being a man. And when you take that away from him, you now have the result of the men that you complain about. I like my man protective. I like my man saying, you know what, that Sam, Yeah, I don't know about that one, girl. You're going to have to stay in the house with that. You can wear that around me, but you can't wear that around nobody else. I like that. I don't know why women complain about that. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family. Okay, join my family today.